fast, fatal heart impact. Past painful scars, in fact, I blast tasteful bars and past. I back up my actions back, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked. Attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new silver excuse, I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember, you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, let us begin. What if Deku was an Ajin? To those of you who do not know what a Ajin is, I would recommend looking into it. It is a really good anime, even though it is very short. Now, with that being said, let us begin. We'll start with Izuku Midoriya. Right now he's sitting at the edge of a building, and he is holding a bottle in his hand. He remembers exactly how bad things used to be. He remembers how strange and peculiar his life was. Right now he's wondering about it. When did things really go to change? Him holding up the bottle, and then going to drop it. As he does wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, crash. Deku just wondering, how far down is that? He knows he's a few stories up. Hell, Deku going to actually bring his hands up and go to throw himself backwards. Him smashing onto the ground as you just think, staring up at the sky. Things are weird. His life has changed. He was born without a power, yet somehow, he's still here. He's been told all his life he can't be a pro. And from the way things have been, a lot of people, they might as well just call him a villain. And that's the thing he doesn't like. Anytime he's tried to help, anytime he's tried to intervene, try and do something nice, people, they laugh at him. They mock him. And then he does remember exactly what happened all those months ago. Deku getting back up, and then leaping onto the wall. Him bringing his hands up, as he does start to walk the line 1 foot in front of the other, trying to keep his balance. It happened roughly a few months back, almost a year. Him going to turn and look at the monster that has manifested. He knows for a fact it sounds weird, and it is very strange. But he died. He knows he died. And it doesn't really matter. Somehow, he came back. He's heard reports that there are other people like him. It's very rare. And he's even heard reports of people with quirks who awaken this strange power, the Ajin ability. They lose their own quirk. It doesn't seem right. To Deku, this was a blessing, but it's also a curse. Deku just going to do one thing. He stares at the monster before he is going to tip his body to the left, him falling off of the building. Now, Deku, he does just wait, as he does get to close his eyes before smashing into the ground. As whenever he does get to get back up, he does look around. Of course, again. Well, shit. That was a waste of a perfectly good six-pack. Now, Deku, he does just think. People call him a freak, and people call him a monster. People have even called him a demon, and he doesn't know if that'd be accurate. From what he's tried looking into, the Ajin, they're not normal humans. Their DNA is different. The first one popped up almost 300 years ago before quirks, and they went into hiding. It just doesn't make sense to him. If the Ajin appeared before quirks, how are they unnatural? If anything, quirks would be the things that are unnatural, wouldn't they? Now, Deku, he does just lay back down onto the ground. Him still in a puddle of blood that is still wet. And the wounds that they would be sleeping from, they've already closed. This doesn't make sense. How am I the one who's a freak? If the Ajins were here before people with quirks, aren't they the freaks? Why are we being dissected? Why are we being pulled apart and just in hell? It's stupid. From what I've heard, people talking about the Ajin, they think that we're banished from death. Hell, even some religions think the Ajin are unholy. Now, Deku finally does go to stand up. After a pro hero, they do walk over and ask Deku if he's alright. And Deku does go to sit up, turn and look at them. Tell him that he's alright, yeah. This is a lot of blood. You're okay? Yeah, I am. I, I came back. Oh, uh, right. Right, do you want me to... No. No, I'm fine. Right, kid. You know I gotta report this in. I know. Why does it matter? Kid, are you... You know. I mean, this place is popular for... Yeah, I am. So what? You gotta turn me in? Why's that? Well, kid, it's the law. What about the law? Tell me, Mr. Hero. The law says you protect people. So why would you turn me in? I've done nothing wrong. I never said you did, kid. Just listen. You gotta know what... I gotta know what. Please, I'm waiting. I wanna know. I never asked for this. Okay, calm down, kid. I never said you did. I never asked for any of this. Deku getting back up. And whenever he does get onto his feet, he does get a turn and stare at the monster directly behind the pro. As they're just standing there. That look on their face. It shows him everything he needs to know already. They don't care. They're terrified of him. And then there's that monster behind him. Nobody else can see it but them. Only the Ajin can see these creatures. They've tried talking about them, but everyone just thinks the Ajin, they're some sort of feral monster that can rip people apart with their bare hands. Okay, kid, I'm gonna make a phone call, alright? The hero gonna back up. As the hero, they do bump into something invisible. And they do actually go to turn, and they are very scared. As Deku, he does kill the hero. Before he does go to bring his hands up and go to pull off his shirt. Deku, he does go to just throw the shirt away, as he does just go to start walking down the street. Now, Deku, it does make him wonder. The shirt was covered in blood. He must have broken his neck, his back, and caved in part of his skull. If he's right about that, at least. Now, Deku is walking down the street, and a lot of people, some of them, they are staring at him. It's kind of confusing as to why a kid would just be walking down the street without a shirt in the middle of the night. Some people, they do want to stop him, but some people, they just don't care. Some people, they are just minding their own business, while others do at least give Deku a passing glance. Now, we do actually have where Deku is walking by, and a few people, they do go to see him. As whenever someone they do at least go to call out, they do ask Deku if he is alright. Yeah, I'm fine. What's up? Oh, come on, man. We're just here to have a little fun. Deku going to turn his head. There's 4 different people right there. And one of them, they're holding a knife in their hand. What is it? Oh, come on, dude. You don't want to have some fun with us? Hang out a bit? You know, just give us a hand here? Not really, no. Alright. Let me rephrase that. The man going to hold up the knife, telling Deku that he just wants him to give him all his cash. And if he doesn't, then he's going to stick this right in his gut. And it's not going to be very fun for him. What's so funny? you, you think that's threatening? That's kind of funny, yeah. Really. So, you mind explaining to me exactly why you think it's funny? uh, because Deku gonna stare directly up at the person. As his friends do watch as their friend with a knife, all of a sudden his arm, it goes from standing out in front of him to the arm doesn't mean to go jolting upwards and up into his own throat. And you do actually have where after his arm does go to do that, his other arm which should go to come up, it is grabbed and then pulled up into the air. As it's then going to be twisted around like a drumstick. Now, the other people they do start to watch that. And you do actually have where Deku, after the Ajin is going to drop this person, he does go to stare at them, and informing all of them to stop moving. Otherwise, they're all going to be ripped apart. The moment they do actually hear that, two people do go to stop. Before Deku, he does go to tear apart the person who's going to run away. Whenever they tried to round the corner, the Ajin chased after them before going to grab them by their shoulder, before throwing them into the wall, and then going to throw them as hard as they could against the other wall, smashing them into the fire escape above them. And Deku, he does actually have the other two people who stopped turn around and face him, as he does notice that one of these people, they actually are very calm. Alright, so are you one of us too? Wait, what the hell's going on? Fuck. Alright. Shit. Wait, hang on. What are you doing? The guy going to at least take a few steps away from his friend, talking about how he is pretty sorry about this, but he is an Ajin. You can't be serious. For real? How long have I known you? Christ, man. This is bad. Alright. You don't know the half of it. Now, Deku does actually have his monster walk up directly behind this person. And he does try to gauge exactly how this guy's going to act. Can he see it? He knows that people can see other people's Ajins. So, how about a test? The Ajin going to reach out their hand and directly go to grab onto this person's head. And the moment they actually feel pressure on their head, you do have where their eyes are going to widen before a twist. Now, you do actually have where the guy, he does go directly staring at his friend before a snap, and the guy did go to step backwards, kind of caught off guard and surprised. Before Deku is going to turn directly to the person, asking if they didn't see the monster. The monster? Yeah, I saw them, but I just didn't expect that. You're lying to me, aren't you? What? No, I saw it. I saw it clear as day. Then what does it look like? Now, Deku does watch the somewhat bravado go to fade from this guy's face, as he's going to try and turn and bolt quickly. However, he does not get far, as claws directly punctured into the back of this guy's back before he's lifted up into the air. And the guy, he does try to look down. He doesn't know what that is. He knows what Ajins they're like. He knows what they do. He knows how they are. But there's an actual fucking monster. They're not some sort of telepath. They're not some sort of creature. They're real. These things, the guy actually having something else punctured into him before he's quickly tossed aside. And Deku, he does go back to what he was doing. He tries to remember exactly how he may have died the first time. What was it? A car accident? Suicide? Which one? Did he just get in an accident with a hero, a villain? Did he actually die the way he thought he did? Did he actually get tossed against a wall and just slammed against it as hard as possible? Did his skull get caved in? Maybe? It's so hard to remember. The thing about death no one ever prepares you for is experiencing it twice. And How many lives has he lived? Shit. What was it? 50? No, that number just sounds wrong. 75? Maybe, but no, wait. He remembers. 100? No. 125? No, that's actually close though, isn't it? It reminds me of something. Now, Deku, he does just try to remember, as he does find a place where he can sit down and start counting. There was this time. There was this time. There was this time. There was that time. Oh yeah, he remembers now. Now, Deku, he does try to think about it more. And you do actually have where the next day it does come by. And eventually these people, they were found. It is believed that this was part of an Ajin attack. And Deku, he can't help but just think about it. Ajin are demonized. And people stare at them like they're the villains. When really they are just people who they can't really die. Not normally, as so far as he knows. Maybe. Shit. Maybe. Why haven't I been able to find another Ajin? I've been searching, I've been trying to find one. People talk about being them, but they don't understand. Okay. The monsters we all use as an excuse. We've never described them. A Jin who tried to describe them or put them online, they take them down quickly. And even some who they are recognized, they don't exactly know. Let's see. The authorities and the government, they think the Jin are all different. They think they're all different monsters with just similar types of claws. They don't understand it's all just the same. What even is this thing? Deku gonna turn and look to his left. Right now he's currently sitting on a park bench. And as a Jin, it's sitting next to him. Or his monster anyway. Is it like a manifestation of his soul? His guilt? His death? Huh. Now, well, Deku is wondering that you do actually have where somebody they do come walking over. And they do go to sit down directly next to the Ajin. And Deku, he does it look by turning his head, thinking that they may just not want to get close to him. They're not another one of him. So, I have a question. What is it? Exactly why do you have it out? Now, Deku, he does go to at least finally do something. He's not just, well, bored, but he's actually surprised. You can see it? Yep. Besides, there's at least 2 or 3 of us on the street actually. Wait, there's 3 more? Nope. I passed a guy. He stared at mine, and I assume he didn't really say anything. Hell, I know a little trick if you want to use it. What do you mean, trick? Well, no one else can see these things, right? And from what we do understand, these things, they're not being able to be seen by normal people. People can illustrate them and see them in fog and all other type of stuff, even in the rain. But no one can see them like us. So, what do you want? Well, I'm just curious. Why are you just walking around? What do you mean? Well, I've sorta saw you earlier. Followed you and you came here. Why is that? Got nothing better to do? Can't really do too much shit anymore. Hell, don't even got a home to go back to. What do you mean? I don't know, actually. I don't remember. I just know I can't go back. Really? Yep. Parents are dead. Not else much going on. My blood was found at the crime scene. And, well, from the reports, it looks like I should have bled out. So, while I'm under suspicion of being in a Jin, they don't know for sure. Along with that, they're thinking that someone may have just kidnapped me. So there's that. Hmm. So you never tried? Not really, no. Hell, besides, even if I did go back home, I'd be the only one there. I'm just, I don't know. I stopped caring. Well, isn't that what you do when you're immortal? Hmm. I don't know. Wouldn't really say we're immortal though, right? Yeah, there's gotta be a limit. Besides, you just seem kinda over it. Hmm. Yeah. That's kind of what happens whenever you die over 146 times? Damn. 146? When did you change? About a month or two back? Christ. So, have you been, or, yeah, I'm not too sure. I'd try at least a few times, but I'm just bored. Besides, I'd rather not end up like a lab rat. Well, that's fair, I guess. So why not come with me? Hmm? You say you got nothing better to do. I know some people who are Ajin. I got some friends of mine. Hell, you'll fit right in. Hell, maybe after the first year or two, maybe, you may not sound like such a depressed piece of shit. Well, fuck you too. Well, what else am I supposed to say to you? You're sulking and crying. Along with that, there's that look on your face. You just seem so sad for yourself. Well, I kinda have a right to be. Parents are dead. Government thinks I'm a Jinn. My face isn't really plastered around everywhere, but I was reported as missing. And most people forgot about me. So, what else am I supposed to do? Um, maybe come with me, hang out with my friends, meet other Jinn. You ever thought of that? Hmm, maybe. But how can I be sure you're really a Jinn? Now, Deku, he does directly go to turn and stare at this person. As you do actually were they're a Jinn, it does go to manifest, walking directly up to Deku before going to actually bring up their hand directly in front of his face. Hmm? Huh. So do you believe me now? Yup. So what now? Well, you ever ride a motorcycle? Nope. Well, we don't need helmets, so let's go. Now, Deku and this person are going to leave. As Deku, he's trying to think about this. So, immortality. Huh. Well, if he's in a gym, if he's supposed to be living for an unknown amount of time, 20 extra years maybe, 50, 100, who knows? Hell, if he can't die and he's going to stay young if he thinks, maybe there's a chance that he can just live his life better. Hell, he can do whatever he wants now. It's better than what happened to him before. What happened before he died the first time? Deku's still thinking about that. He remembers it now. He remembers exactly how it happened. He just went crazy. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next one.